Welcome to the start of the show, Medi. Let's get it in the glass. Let's have a chat about it. Freshly brewed, freshly canned. Thursday, I think. Wednesday or Thursday of this week. Brewed by Bragdimona here on Anglesey. Their brand new American wheat beer. Wow, look at that. Let's have a bit of a read. So, barley, wheat, oats, and hops. Obviously, it doesn't say what the hops are. Alcohol volume 4.2%. Medi. Great picture on the can. It's fantastic. Bragdimona. And very impressed with the can. Beer looks the biz. Let's get the aroma. Apologies there guys, I had to pause. That big bulldog of mine came in, and when he drinks water he makes a hell of a mess and he makes a hell of a lot of noise. So there it is. Medi. American wheat beer. The aroma, grapefruit, some peach notes, apricot, that's what I'm getting at the moment. Let's dive in, guys. Wow. The mouthfeel is bang on. The bitterness is just a constant throughout, basically. The bitterness just stays there constantly from when it gets into the mouth until you swallow it. It is very well balanced, very well balanced. There's a sweetness to it, and the bitterness just rides across it, and it's wow. I'm very impressed. The lacing on the glass, it's very, very fresh beer, very fresh beer. Wow, fantastic. Bragdimona on Geyron and Anglesey. If you ever get a chance to drink this, guys, you will not be disappointed. Let me just show that again. Brilliant, fantastic. Well done, Race. Brilliant. Yeah, so it's been 7 days since the Oktoberfest, which was down the road here. As you can see, the mood has come down because it was an absolute debacle. It was advertised as being the bee's knees. This thing had been in Cardiff for the last 7 years. So they brought it up to North Wales. I'm about four and a half hours away from Cardiff drive time, so I'm right at the top of Wales on that little island. And so we thought, wow, we're getting something like that here up in Anglesey, North Wales, which seldom happens. So let's go and support. Paid good money. A lot of people paid a lot more money than I did. But we went there with a gang of friends, and fortunately we got in quite quickly. Most of the people didn't. Some stayed, I think, queued for over an hour and a half, which was terrible. Fortunately, it was a bit cold, but it wasn't raining. If it would have been raining, it would have been an absolute nightmare in that queue, because where we have the Anglesey Showground here is quite flat. Anglesey used to have a load of windmills. They still have one working here. So that tells you what Anglesey can be sometimes. Now on that field there, I've seen rain drive that way. Not down, but that way. And if it had been one of those days, it would have been an absolute nightmare. So like an hour and a half for some people to get in. Got in. Security was very, very good. And the problem then started. It was over an hour to get a beer. People have paid good money, as I said, to get a table with table service. That never materialised. I'm not talking about 10 quid a ticket here. Some people paid about £360 for a table of 12 with beer service. Never materialised. The band, I think it was a 4-piece Papa band or whatever you want to call it, they were abysmal. The decor was pathetic, and they had some techno music midway. And I went, what the hell is this? But anyway, I'll try and put a bit of pictures up on this vlog. But listen, we enjoyed ourselves. We were in a group of friends, and most of the people left midway because they couldn't get served. They'd been an hour and a half in the queue, as I said, and now we're waiting for beer. Some had been there like 2.5 hours, and they didn't even have a sip of beer or crest their lips. You know, and that's what a beer fest is all about. So there's a massive investigation. TV is involved, BBC, S4C, which is the local Welsh channel, the Daily Post, which is our local newspaper, but there's got to be a big investigation. The trading standards are involved. It's been a nightmare. There's a group started on Facebook trying to get money back and all sorts, so the less said about it, the better. But I just couldn't, move on with my vlog without saying how that evening went. I enjoyed myself, don't get me wrong, because we were with friends, as I said. We were served beers, and when most left, it started to alleviate the bar area. I think the bar area had about 25-30 pumps, but we're talking about upwards of 2,000 to 3,000 people there. They should have had at least 100 pumps flowing. They just could not cope. The food, I think a lot of people, I didn't take any food, I just was there for the beer and the fun, really. But I think they were selling stuff like pizza and chips, nothing to do with Oktoberfest. The hot dogs were crap by all accounts, but thankfully I didn't take that. But enough of the negativity, guys. I put a bit of pictures up because we got dressed up. We went into the mix, and we like to have a bit of fun in our circle of friends. So yeah, fortunately it was a good night, and for us anyway. But yeah, other than that, really not much. 2 beers that I've got going, the vlogs will come out. They're in dry hop status at the moment, and the second one's just been cold crashed this morning. So I'll leave them cold crashing for a few days. I don't think I've got the time tomorrow to start kegging and bottling, so I'll do them midweek because I'm off. I've got a day off. I'll get that sorted. But yeah, thoroughly enjoying this beer, and probably stay in today, have a few beers, watch some rugby, and I need to start preparing for another brew day. Oh, one final thing. Anglesey Brewery, home brewers, the little team that we have here on Anglesey, we met up for the first time the other night. So we all decided to make our own beers. So I did a wheat beer, had some orange and coriander in the wheat beer that I did. Went out well. John, one of the other lads, he made a Marzen, or is it called a Meitzen? That's how you say it, I think, in German. And everybody thoroughly enjoyed that. Dave, the other lad, he brought just a standard beer that he'd done, and Gareth, who held the evening at his little bar. Thanks very much, Gareth. It was a great night, and we thoroughly enjoyed it. It's great to get around and talk beer, talk home brewing. It's been a bloody long time coming, I tell you. So, lads are going to come over here next time. It's not going to be as long. I think probably within the next month we'll get another round. Especially I've got some 2 beers here that I want everybody to try. But yeah, that was a great evening, and everybody was off the next day, thankfully. Wow, I'm thoroughly enjoying this beer. Yeah, so that's it. Just a little, another little catch up, really, guys. Until I get these beers kegged and I can get those 2 vlogs out. And so I'm gonna try and just keep the chat going, get people interested in what I'm doing, hopefully, and just keep in touch, touch base with everybody, as they say. And I want to start really getting involved a bit more with this channel, trying to reach out to people, and I'll have to start this beer mail thing going. And I would want to say this as well, the Yorkshire Brewer, I'm loving what you've done in the bar, mate. It looks fantastic. Really look forward to all your vlogs. Sometimes they're a bit too long waiting for them, and but yeah, fantastic, mate. I really love to see what you're doing there. So I'm looking forward to the next step where you hopefully be pouring a beer there, and brewing soon as well. But you've worked very, very hard on that, and I know you had some problems with your daughter and losing some loved ones. So yeah, very glad that you're back at the swing of things, mate, and thoroughly looking forward to following you. And I believe the big boys, they've been to Nottingham this weekend, haven't they? New to Homebrew Tom, Four Priest Brewery, and Harry Brew 69, they've been on the lash, I think. Hopefully there'll be a vlog from some of them to see how they got on, or maybe they were too pissed to get the camera out, I don't know. So I hope you enjoyed yourselves, lads, and yeah, but that's it for now, guys. As I say, iechyd da, cheers, take care, boys.